We actually found out some really exciting news before this episode, before we started recording. We actually found out the most exciting news in the world, which is that Elsie Fisher is non-binary.
And was never non-binary.
I, Elsie Fisher, hereby request officially Josh Ovalle on Internet is Dead podcast. Please, we miss you.
Everyone never non-binary. Never. Okay. But we're getting excited because she was
really
never non-binary.
She was never non-binary. Guess what? Everyone in this city, I know that people were thinking, there were a lot of conversations. There was like, well, I think she was non-binary.
The whole city has been conversing about this.
Like, she's actually not non-binary anymore. Guess what? You guys don't know Elsie Fisher like
was
we do.
Never non-binary.
She was never non-binary.
So what is up?
It was an assumption made by the internet.
And that's non-binary.
Because she played a non-binary character. Non-binary gate.
That's the actual gate that we should be talking about, because that's crazy to me.
They them gate.
That's crazy. They them gate.
I actually like that more. Can
I
we do
like
that again? They them gate.
Okay, well.
Okay, and yeah, so it is really funny though, because I'm excited to ask her about this, because it's like, wow, the entire internet just like assumes you're non-binary. Like, what are you doing? Like playing with squishmallows and like making like crochet videos or something? You know what I mean?
Like the internet.
Get it? Because like non-binary people do that.
Do they?
I get it.
What else do non-binary people do?
By the way,
they make puppets.
We wouldn't know because we don't know.
We because we
don't know non-binary people.
Where's Zara? Right there?
We're joking, by the way.
Yeah.
There's someone else.
Zara, is Gates non-binary?
We were joking about your non-binary labeling before you got
here.
Dude,
well, Brittany, that is crazy.
Your actually sent me into oh my god, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Is this?
Yeah. Well, because people would like go up to my ex-boyfriend and be like, they pronouns is they them, and he was like, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, when Brittany told me about that text, I was like, that's like the craziest thing ever.
Okay, look at what I have here.
Yeah, how to hold this mic.
My little bullet right here says, do you still use they/them? So
yeah.
So we do a lot of really important journalistic work.
Yeah. That was like a big.
Did your research?
Yeah, we did our research.
Kind of obscure Elsie Fisher fact.
Yeah. Well, the fact that that's on your wiki is so funny.
I'm just like, everyone cares so much.
I know.
Yeah. But my Wikipedia page has the same protections on it that like Donald Trump's does, because people have changed my pronouns on my Wikipedia page so many times.
What have they changed? Like, have they changed them to crazy stuff, or just
well, no, it's just like it started off as she, her, and then like at some point people put in they them, and then someone was like, oh, it's like all pronouns, so like then it became they, he, she.
Oh, and my god.
And then like my ex like tried to change it back to she, her, and then people came in and changed it back to they, them.
They like really want
you.
They
really want you. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I'm kind of flattered, honestly.
It's a nice compliment.
They're like, you're not allowed to be a girl.
I think it's funny that it's resulted in you having like the same security as Donald Trump's Wikipedia page for that reason.
It makes me feel kind of special.
Yeah, no, you should. That's funny.
Okay, also, welcome back to the Internet is Dead podcast.
Wow.
Guys, today we're joined by Elsie Fisher, my beautiful friend.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're so excited.
And I feel like there's been a lot of things I've been waiting to tell you until this, because I didn't want to like spoil it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like every time
I told you everything.
Yeah, like when we came over for movies.
Well, it basically started. It basically
started.
Yeah.
But Elsie Fisher, for those of you guys who don't know, huge fucking movie star. She, her pronouns.
It's true. She, her
8th
pronouns.
grade. Despicable Me. Can you believe that?
Despicable Me. The summer I turned.
Can you do the line that was yours?
No, they fired me, bro.
Are you serious?
Well, because I did people ask pretty often, and I really want to be a good sport about it, because I'm not.
But you're in all the interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got to I like can't do it anymore because my voice dropped too much.
Oh my god.
So like it doesn't.
Oh,
you
so
know
it
what I mean?
keeps going, like get a new girl to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
How would it work if they needed someone non-binary to do it? I bet they wouldn't be able to find one. Okay. I don't know.
And you can say that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been like 3 Agneses.
Okay.
Whoa.
In total.
So you're like banned from doing the voice?
I'm not banned.
Can you do it?
No.
There you go. And that's Elsie Fisher from Despicable Me.
Okay,
I actually because I don't think I've seen the movie since I was like 9 or something.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I did the first one when I was 5. And
That is
that's crazy.
actually psychotic.
Yeah. I was just digging around and I realized that I have, because I collect film. I have film prints.
Oh, you showed us this. Yeah.
Of course. But I have on 35 millimeter some original trailers for Despicable Me. Can you believe that?
That's so sweet.
Since they ran back in the day, back in 2008.
That's a cultural artifact.
Okay, you did that when you were 5 is crazy. Also, Elsie Fisher in hit TV show The Summer I Turned Pretty, forgot to say that.
It's true.
Really important
And
to note.
Barry.
Yeah, this
And
is true.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I was actually just getting mad compliments on Texas Chainsaw last night, which made me feel really good because I'm really proud of that one.
I actually haven't seen it. That's the one of yours I haven't seen.
It's pretty good. It's like
It's
I had a
good.
really good time.
I saw it with my ex. It was really
oh my gosh,
good.
amazing.
And I was like,
Is that we broke up?
Yeah. It was the final straw. I was like already on thin ice, and then that was like the final straw.
They ended up fighting over your pronouns during it.
Yeah,
literally. I was like, it's she, her, and he was like, it's they, them. And then it was like, this isn't gonna work.
Is
I know,
like,
we
we
gotta
killed
stop
it. We
this
killed
joke.
the
We killed the joke.
It's over.
But yeah, thank you for coming on.
Oh my gosh,
We're
I'm
so
glad
excited
to be here.
talk. I feel like there's like a lot that we want to talk about, just like with like internet stuff and like everything you've done. But to start off, do you want to talk a little bit just like about your upbringing, and like how you like prior to your acting career, even though I know you started when you were really young.
Yeah, I mean, I did start when I was very young. I was like 5 years old,
insane.
basically. So I'm ready for retirement, I guess. It's been a good 15 years or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in California. I lived in this town called Idlewild.
Wait, I was going to bring this up because Sugar Pine 7, do you know them?
No.
Sugar Pine 7 used to make videos and they were like, we're in Idlewild. And
They were like
the
these
reason I know what it is.
YouTubers who like
Comedy guys.
You
Comedy
should
guys.
show me them.
I'll show you them.
Thank you.
You would
like
love them. I feel
Okay,
like
amazing. I need more stuff that's not from the 30s in my life. So
It's from
this
like
would
the
be really helpful.
like
2010s? Oh.
17 type era. But yeah, sorry. Keep
No,
going.
that's anyway. But I lived there until I was 12, and then and that was very interesting because like Idlewild. Now I just went back for the first time in like 10 years on Labor Day, but now it's pretty like there's like coffee shops and shit, and I'm like, back when I lived there, like I was helping my dad chop firewood, and like I only had like my VHS tapes, like that was the thing. Anyway,
Whoa.
but so I don't know. I remember being really young and like going on Club Penguin, and I have a Minecraft account from day one. That was huge. Like literally, it's on the thing. Like
day one. Of
like
Minecraft.
I have like the special cape or something.
Whoa,
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't
That is really cool.
know if I have the password anymore for that account, but also my evidence is that there are still some YouTube videos live where I'm a Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh my god.
And this is something that is really important to me because I also used to make Minecraft YouTubers. I think that like procured like a certain type of girl.
Procured. Thanks, Cameron.
I think that like genuine like because I feel like okay, so like I was watching your old interviews, watched your interview with like Jimmy Kimmel, which is crazy after meeting
ridiculous
you.
that happened,
What'd you
but
say?
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so funny, and I was like, wow, this is weird because like I hadn't seen any of that, and then I like watched it after meeting you, and I was like, okay, this is really funny, but it like also it reminded me a lot of like who I was then, and I like made me remember like, oh wow, this is like how we all were back then, but the reason I brought it up is because I feel like you were just like a certain type of like girl making Minecraft videos that resonated a lot with me.
Yeah, I mean, I was a very organic child in that way, you know. It's like we had our ambitions, like we knew exactly where we wanted to be, which was on the blocks. We wanted on the blocks. And yeah, I mean, I always really looked up to like YouTubers and stuff. I mean, I remember really vividly, I went to VidCon in 2017.
Oh my god, wait. I think that might have been when I went too.
Well, I met Miranda Sings. That was huge. I bought her book, got her to sign it, and then I sold it for money.
Oh my god, love.
Businesswoman.
And then I met LD Shadow Lady, which was like that was my first time like meeting a celebrity in a way that mattered to me.
Oh my
because
god.
like I had like met like actual like Julie Andrews.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
But LD Shadow Lady like made me blush so hard.
That's so funny.
Wait,
That's
okay.
really sweet.
So this was pre or post 8th grade?
This was literally I went to VidCon and then like shot 8th grade.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's so
This was-
interesting because you were the character kind of.
In 8th grade?
Yeah.
It's funny. I think I haven't seen it in a really long time. I think I don't know. I mean, I have to revisit it to say, honestly, because I always felt like a little misunderstood after the movie came out because I was like, I was always very invested in art in a way that like changed my personality in a way that like that character isn't necessarily.
Yeah.
And that's not that I'm like better than it or anything. It's just like it's weird because it's this mirror image of me where there's so much of me in it, but I'm also like that version of the character like I at 13 was like looking up like erotica on the internet and shit, and I'm like that character was not doing that. I think. But yeah, I mean, it's been like 8 years since the movie came out or something.
Yeah.
It feels like longer.
Yeah, well, I feel like it is really a very specific look into the online space because I remember feeling like when I was younger, and I saw that movie specifically in the theaters with my mom. I remember like thinking, like being like mad because I was like, this isn't what I do on the internet, and I feel like that was like a common kid experience of like kids who like kind of were on it in the on the internet and like understood that where there was like not this like deep look into like niche communities in a way, because I feel like that's starting to happen now, like with internet cinema and movies and stuff. But like that was kind of like an early internet movie, but it was capturing like a very like surface, like maybe like a normie internet experience a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and it's such a it's like, you know, that movie is so much. It's about our relationship with the internet, but it's just like about. I don't know. That movie sort of came out when it was way more of a Wild West, and it was like I don't know. I mean, it really is about the child YouTuber thing, though, which is really like making videos, not really knowing why you're making videos, wanting, and not even necessarily wanting anything out of it. Because it's like, I think it's really funny that my character in the movie like just makes these monologues and I talk about like how I'm feeling and stuff, and it's not for anyone but myself, but there's this like vulnerability where you're putting it out there into the entire world. I don't know.
Yeah. It aged so well though, because I feel like now looking back, because I never watched it when it came out, which is funny because I was obsessed with Bo Burnham as a kid. Like,
of course, we all were.
And I feel like he like unlocked, like discovering him, like unlocked something in me. But then when that movie came out, I just like didn't watch it. Like partly we were talking about this out of like partly out of spite, because it's like, oh, like I want to be like in this movie. Like, why is she the YouTube
While
girl?
being nowhere near like like acting or anything like that.
like,
I feel like
nothing.
that's a thing though for kids. Like was like seeing someone who like you related to and being like, why the fuck do they get to do it? Like,
oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, it should have been me.
Yeah.
It should have been me.
But it's funny, like, because it was like a genuine delusion, you know? It wasn't like, there was like no awareness of it.
Yes.
But
But
look at us here now.
Look at us
We're here
now.
together.
But I also think the universe like saved me from watching that when it came out, and like I watched it now like in preparation
we
for
watched
this
it
at the
together.
perfect time, because I literally was like sobbing during this movie and like being like, oh my god, like I think if I watched this when I was like actually like in like 16 or whatever, I think I would have killed myself. Like maybe like just because of how like real it was, like for like just like everyone at that time, I feel like who was having that kind of experience, you know?
Yeah. Don't kill yourself.
Thanks.
Don't do it.
I won't now. No, now I won't.
Your hairpins are so cute. Don't kill yourself.
Oh my god, thanks.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm hoping well, okay, but I would like to revisit the movie soon at some point, and I'm really nervous to do it because I'm gonna like go into psychosis. I'm sure. because it's really weird. I don't know, like I mean, I've been acting for, a pretty long time, like since I was very young, and have also like, found certain like successes with it too, which I feel very fortunate for. But yeah, anyway, obviously like 8th grade was a big deal, and it was funny because like this was even though I was in it, this was like never a career I was necessarily trying to pursue until after the movie came out. It's like more happenstance because you're a kid, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. It's just like this like portrait will be so interesting as time goes on. And
yeah, it is weird to just have that of yourself and like it just exists like that forever. It's like it'll outlive you, which is really weird.
Yeah, I mean it basically already has.
Yeah.
But I also, I guess I feel I felt really like, I don't know. I felt very much like myself before the movie, and then the movie came out, and the movie was such a big part of my identity. And then for my own experience, I've let it like kind of fade into the obscure part of my mind.
Yeah.
And now I've found myself in a very different way, and like have a very like separate career than that movie. Just like by even living in New York and meeting different people here. Anyway,
Were you living in California during the time of that movie still? Because I know you had just finished or were about to enter 8th grade, or just finished 8th grade.
I had just finished my actual 8th grade year.
Okay.
I grew up in California. At this point, I was living in like the suburbs outside of LA.
Okay.
We had like moved, and then I shot the movie really shortly after. And then it was also like really crazy because I mean it came out 2018, and then 2019 rolled around, and I had my 1 year of public high school, and then I worked on a show in Massachusetts for like 7 months, and then like COVID hit, which was a really crazy thing too, because it's like I don't know. Then it was like it felt like the whole world was happening, and then everyone was just on standby for forever.
Yeah.
Sort of an interesting element of it.
Yeah.
Were you like, as a kid, like dialing back like a little bit, like were you pushing very hard to like get into acting? Like was it something your parents were kind of like, here, let's do this? Or
yeah, I mean,
like,
I don't think I have stage parents or anything, but I was always like, I don't want to do this. They were like, just keep doing it. And I was like, nah. And I remember like literally right around 8th grade came around, I was like, I want to quit, guys. And they're like, okay. And then I was like, actually, it's a Bo Burnham audition, so I'm going to do this one.
Whoa, yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, and then after 8th grade, I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to go be like a comic book artist and like go to, because like my dad's a cartoonist, and that was like, that was always such a big part of my identity too, was like comics and cartoons and animation, which like, again, it's so funny having this movie be like a reflection of me, but really the biggest part of my identity were like very like crude things, I guess. And then I had this little girl like reflection of me somewhere. But I mean, I guess I'm glad I stuck out the acting thing. I guess it's panning out. Maybe.
Are you liking it? Like, are you happy with it now? Like doing it?
Like, do you feel differently about it?
I mean, I'm having a really good time. I moved to New York kind of on a whim when I was 18 because I just like I have to go, and I didn't know why, and then I literally like I moved by myself in a studio apartment, 51st and 9th, lived there for like 2 years, and then I met like all the movie people I know, and now it's funny. I mean, I've been involved in like filmmaking for as long as I can remember, but now I love movies so much, like in a way that I really didn't before, and now I'm like really eager to like be in. Like I didn't have the vision before. I just lacked the vision. And I have the vision.
I was gonna ask because like just seeing your apartment, it was so like movie, so movie in like such a like cute, sweet way. And I was like, I definitely thought that was just like always your like that was something that you loved as a kid.
I mean, I I wish I had spent more time surrounded by cinema. I mean, I love going to the theater as a kid. I spent a lot of time like rewatching the same movies. Like, I mean, I would watch like the Lord of the Rings trilogy like over and over and over, and a lot of TV though when I was younger too. And it's so funny because I don't really partake in television these days as much. I did just like start rewatching Futurama because I was like, I need something to do in the morning that's not scrolling on my own, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's also like, I think seeing things in a theater is super, super important, and New York City has the best movie theaters, and yesterday I saw 2.5 hours of my favorite movie, which is a 5.5-hour silent film called Napoleon. It was just like, where the fuck else is playing this? And like the fact that I can go see this in New York is so great.
Yeah. The film stuff here is crazy in comparison. Like, literally, like, I have never been around people who care this much about it. Yeah. And it's really cool.
It's
like,
so
it's really
cool.
inspiring.
And it's serious, by the way. It's really serious.
I know that.
Business.
Oh,
It's
I know.
serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am kind of curious with that of like, because I know you said you decided to move to New York kind of on a whim, and I'm just curious like how you feel like you found yourself in New York compared to like when you were in California, or just like what has changed for you here, even in terms of like community and just like creatively, how you found yourself.
Yeah, I mean, great question.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I spent, I think I did spend like a lot of time as a youth also maybe, you know, in normal ways and not normal ways, maybe like feeling ostracized from my peers. Because also I had been like working from such a young age, but I was never really, unless it was in a competitive way, around like other child actors. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, you know, I just like I had spent some time here. I came to New York for the first time because of 8th grade, because the like A24 offices, we spent some time there, and then we shot the movie upstate, and I just felt like happier. But yeah, I mean, I think part of me just knew that like this was where stuff was going on, and I could pursue a career here, and you know, in theory I had people I liked here, and even if those aren't your people, I'm just like, you know, there's something going on that I want to be a part of. I don't really understand what it is yet. And then yeah, and then just like, you know, I just spent a lot of time like going by myself to stuff, and just kind of like really trying to be unafraid to meet people, and terrifying experience to, you know.
Did you have like internet friends as a kid? Like, was that kind of your community?
Definitely. I spent so much time on like Discord and Skype.
Yeah.
You know, there were like a couple different groups I floated through. And I mean, part of why I moved here is because I had an internet friend who's still a good friend of mine, and like, you know, there was this idea that we're gonna like move together when we were 18, and then I just ended up getting my own place, but like, you know, I just went to I was in Chicago for like 48 hours to see one of the Beach Boys play to a concert. But when I was there, I stayed with some internet friends of mine who like, one of which I had never met in person, and the other one I hadn't seen in like 10 years.
Oh, that's
and it
so
was,
sweet.
it was amazing.
Fun.
And I did my first bong rip. Like, it was incredible.
That's awesome.
For Al Jardine of the Beach Boys.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that's like the
God.
perfect time to do it.
Yeah. I felt cared for.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm curious, like, I know you said like Minecraft, but I'm also curious like what other just
Also,
like internet.
what Minecraft servers? I gotta know.
That
I gotta know
too.
that.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to remember like the names of them even.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I was like, I gotta fucking know what Minecraft server she's with.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like I spent a lot of time doing like single player stuff or realms or things like that. Like, but all the mini game servers were fun.
Yeah,
Mini
like
game-
Mineplex.
Yeah. What was your question?
I was just
Going back
asking,
to
like,
that.
going back to just like kind of like what other internet communities you were in, or like what else like shaped your online identity.
Yeah, I mean Tumblr. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was 11, maybe 12 when I got a phone for the first time, and I don't know. I think it was just like my middle school friends were like, "You have to be on Tumblr," and then I was kind of like on it with them, and then I began to discover that you could talk to people who you didn't know in real life on Tumblr, and I had like some really, I'm remembering now, I had this really bizarre like relationship with someone online where they were older and I was 12, but I may have been telling them I was like 16 or something. And it was just like this like really happenstance like friendship, but I was like their therapist and they would talk about like their hair loss and stuff, and I was like, yo, stop pulling your hair out.
Oh my god.
Like as a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a very like universal experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
like
is-
even
I-
just like
yeah,
talking.
I was like
people out
talking
of
of-
suicide
yeah,
on
that's
like
what I was
fandoms.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it's weird. It's like you do. I don't know. I feel like being a child of Tumblr really matured me quickly.
Yeah.
And again, also like, without getting like too deep into it, but like I always grew up in pretty close quarters with my family, I guess too. So like, you know, my parents were separated. Both of my parents separately had like one bed, or my dad had a 2-bed. Or whatever, but like we were always like I was sharing a room with my brother or like my mom and my brother, and yeah. So I think like getting the internet for the first time was like a huge, you know, pillar of like freedom and like being an individual for the first time, and then sort of like puberty revolving around the internet in this way. Yeah, I don't know. So much discovery happens online.
Yeah.
I was curious about like, because I feel like as a kid, for me, I was like so aware of what was like going on online, and like there was always this element to like, because at least for me, I like had a fan account. I was on Twitter, and I feel like there's this element of like wanting to be known online, and that was part of why you were on there. So was it like weird for you as a kid to like be super online and then like become so like perceived and like just like your identity be like an actual thing? Because I feel like you are kind of online with that in the back of your head a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like my like internet presence when I was younger was like, yeah, just so like I made like so much Steven Universe fan art that just like exists out there. Like I had my little like my character and stuff.
Aww.
And you know, I would just like spend like so many hours doing that. And then 8th grade came out, and then suddenly it wasn't like, it didn't feel like a safe space for me to like just do stuff. I mean, my Tumblr was always private, which was kind of like nice to have that. But I had a public Twitter and public Instagram, and yeah, I mean, I always wanted to like have ownership and control over it, I think. And like, you know, I spent most of my like public internet time like on Twitter when I was like, you know, 14, 15, 16, 17, and really curated like an identity there too and stuff, which was so fun in a way where, you know, people would know me from Twitter and then be really shocked to hear about the movie, which was like kind of a fun moment. Like I had this like honestly, one of my like low-key great achievements was I did the evil Paddington bit on Twitter, which like is now completely obscure, but for a period of time, like evil Paddington was a thing, and I don't remember where it came from or what it was.
Wait, what is this bit? I don't know.
Like you can look it up on Google, and like all this shit comes up where I just decided like one day to be Paddington but evil, and I started like tweeting all this like like bullshit. And then like I got like an article written about that.
Whoa.
Like, and
I found this article.
What did
yeah,
it say?
it's like insignificant.
The rise and fall of evil Paddington. The Twitter handle that blew up and the company that ignored it. This is you?
Yeah,
Oh wait.
bro.
That's
Wait,
so
so you like
funny.
created
It is
like,
you.
You kind of had a
bits.
platform going
What?
into that though, like, and it like allowed you to kind of just like be fun. on
Yeah,
there.
well, and the whole thing was that I had the check mark.
Yeah.
So-
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes so much
okay.
sense.
Which is
Yeah.
also like
That used to be like that used to be a crazy
It
thing.
used to be hard to
have.
get.
yeah, it used to be so well, and I left Twitter sort of by force right around when Elon bought it and made it so that you could just buy the check mark, because like I think the day before that went into effect, I changed my thing to be Elon Musk's profile, and then I just like started to, like
What if it
tweeting
was
at him to like
you?
kill himself,
Like-
and like I was like, I hate gay people, and like all this stuff as Elon Musk, and like
Yeah.
and
Oh my
also
God.
because my handle
lit.
had EL at the beginning of it, it was like
Oh, yeah.
I could actually get away with a lot at first glance. And then I got like banned in a way where my account on Twitter is still up, but like it when I try to get my password back, it does this like feedback loop thing that I'm like, oh, someone like I think like really fucked with my account somehow. Because
Whoa.
I'm not banned, but I can never get my password again.
Like you can't
Yeah.
log into it?
No, I've tried so hard, and it's like I can't get like the appeal or whatever to like get my password or like
That's so scary. They're doing like dark magic behind the scenes.
No,
It's
it's
the
super
day
weird.
after. It's like I feel like you caused it. Like what
Yeah.
if they were seeing that and they were like, "This fucking little girl is
No, I mean-
fucking with our shit."
it was well, I think we knew it was like coming. We knew it was
Yeah.
coming, and it was it was rebellion against the Musk.
It was a movement that you started.
Yeah, because I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate him so much,
He sucks.
obviously, but
Yeah.
it's
He
really
ruined Twitter, but also it's like it's still a little alive, but it's still kind of fucking. It's
really
never
bad.
how it was when we were
Yeah.
younger.
I mean, but it used to like again, it used to feel. I mean, I worry that when I was younger, I spent too much time on it, maybe. But it used to be this real like outlet for expression.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, like Instagram is sort of now, where I feel like that's kind of the best of both worlds, maybe. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like that was like my main social media when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it was Twitter.
it changed so much for me in terms of just like what I was aware of and like
Oh my gosh,
it
yeah.
was the space I was curating my identity. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, and it's just like I guess like for me that I don't know if there's anything to do with 8th grade in that, but like my personal experience was so shaped by social media, and like I guess like the opposite, because like the character in 8th grade, like her relationship with it is being kind of a face in the crowd, and it's more again about like the Wild West of this versus like mine was so shaped by being sort of like a known person in a way. Yeah, I don't know. And then now I just try to not be on it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that
in
makes
terms
sense.
of like 8th grade and what kind of existed online during that movie and what it was capturing, because I like wrote this down because I thought the details were so cute and funny. Like when we were rewatching, in the beginning, there's like an Olivia Jade makeup video playing.
that you're like
Which is
doing.
age
yes.
is so funny. After like the college scandal and stuff, also BuzzFeed quizzes, kids yelling out LeBron James in the classroom,
I mean, I think that was a spur of the moment thing on set,
which
and
is
it was like
so good.
It's so
Like,
good.
literally, it's so crazy. to
Yeah,
look
Even like the
Like, it ages
monologue
insanely.
thing, yeah, that you were talking about earlier, because I like and like the videos, that was such a thing of YouTubers being like, this is how to be confident,
Yeah,
these are
yeah.
10 tips on how to get this guy to like
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like it was crazy, like it was such a crazy time of the internet.
Yeah. But I was wondering like how you perceive like that time versus like what it's turned into now. Like if you feel like the culture has shifted a lot, like, or do you think we're like maybe just in like another version of that? We're going to look back the same way on it later on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I was younger or not, but things seemed so much more optimistic and fun back then. And you were going on like the internet. You were going on the internet.
Yeah.
But like YouTube just used to be like more dynamic, and I'm like a big sucker for like information. Like when I was younger, I used to go to the bookstores and I get like the Guinness Book of World Records and like
Yes.
the National Geographic 100 Facts and Ripley's Believe It or Not, and just like read them over and over and over because I just wanted to know everything.
Yeah.
And YouTube used to be like that,
Yeah.
it wasn't all real, I learned later on, but and now it's just, it feels much more brand oriented, and like it used to be, I feel like people were part of like collectives on the internet, and now it's really individual based. Which we're just separated. We're more separate and divided than ever, really.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I feel. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about the internet now versus then?
It is like I have such like a interesting, I don't know. I feel like it as a kid, I feel like what brought me to New York a little bit was what I experienced on the internet as a kid was and seeing that like in some form that exists here, like face to face.
I do. I feel like we've been saying this since we started the podcast, and I'm just going to keep saying it, that I feel like there's going to be like something where the tides shift and it's going to be like the pendulum swinging back and it's going to go back to feeling like that optimistic and hopeful, because I feel like it has to. Like it can't just keep going the way that it's going now and then just like it's going to like burst and then just like have to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I keep feeling I was just talking with someone about this, just like it's the Great Expansion. It's a Big Bang thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, I don't know. I think about this kind of stuff. Like I think about the internet and like Marvel movies in the same way a lot, where it's like the Avengers is like the Bible. Like it's like Genesis. Like you go back and watch the original Avengers and you're like, you know, and like we all remember like how amazing that shawarma scene felt, and it was so riveting and cutting edge, and now it's like really spiraled and evolved and devolved into this great expansive thing that's so disconnected. And same with the internet, you know. It's also there's not, I guess, a difference now, but the difference between now and then, those two eras was like, I don't know. I grew up with like an awareness of like the Rage comics and that stuff, you know, and it's like there was like this like mythic culture of internet that existed before I was even like alive, really. And it was like not alive in the same way, but you know, even like 4chan was sort of part of that, where it's just like not really something meant for me, but I will see the echoes of it on, you know, or iFunny even like and just like and all of the original memes, which now you look at original memes and they literally seem so abstract, and it's like, why did people ever think this was funny? But we used to, we really used to, and it was like cutting edge, and people thought, I don't know. And now there's not really a culture. There's no looking back in the internet. It's all, since fucking stories happened, it's all gone to shit.
Well, I feel like it is also just like, it's just like a magnification of what's going on in our actual culture, which I think is
100%.
always what's been happening. But it is weird because it used to feel very like, it felt secret. It felt very secret when I was younger.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I think that like watching it from the beginning is a really interesting experience, because obviously it wasn't the beginning of the internet, but like being young on the internet, specifically the time we were young, is like, that's a very unique experience that just isn't going to happen to people again.
No, totally.
And it feels like I could like actually like watch, like, I don't know, I always feel like really disconnected in a way when I'm like thinking about history and stuff, and like just like even like, for example, like oh, like a feminist movement in person, like the actual like historic feminist movement. Like I feel like being able to witness something like that, but on the internet, because I feel like I did witness like the beginning of like a online feminist movement.
We were talking about this recently with like when Nash Greer made the video about like a girl not wanting arm hair on
being
girls.
like, shave your arm hairs, girl.
Yeah, like I hate arm hair on girls, and then that like sparked like feminism for like the
genuinely, because
like,
people didn't talk about it online like that, and it was like, oh, now we're saying this together and we're learning how to say it.
And it was sweet too, because it was just a bunch of like 13, 14-year-old girls doing that, which is really cool to think about.
Yeah, like we almost came to it on our own, and like also like it felt like a like almost like rewinding what happened in person, and like now we get to like see how this happened, but it's like a virtual version of it, which is weird.
Well, it's also like the internet too. It used to be again like this more like knowledge based safe space without sounding too woke about it, but you know, it used like I also like I don't think my parents really honestly taught me anything about like puberty, and I got everything from the internet, and it's like you know, just like understanding what it means to be like a human and feeling like BuzzFeed literally made me feel like a normal person. I was like, okay,
same,
okay,
yes.
I'm not a 30-year-old like woman who drinks wine yet, but like I am the children of these.
Yeah.
But anyway, now it's like and again, maybe I just spend too much time on Instagram, but everything feels also very like hyper masculine, hyper feminine in this way that probably is a reflection of the culture. I mean, I've also talked to people recently. It feels like we're witnessing late stage patriarchy or whatever, where it's like, I don't know, like people are retreating back into gender identity, and I also like my relationship with that too is very interesting because like, you know, I've publicly spent a lot of, as we've discussed, spent a lot of time like figuring myself out, and like I never made any firm statements, and now that has had repercussions where people are like, what the fuck even are you? But it's, you know, and I've like figured out, and I'm still figuring out, you know, as we all are, just what we enjoy to do as people. But you know, it's definitely interesting because I also, so much of the internet, my time on the internet was in like LGBT communities, you know, not, and like, you know, there was like always an awareness of that and always an exploration of identity. And then, but now it feels like everything is very, I don't know, like straight, boy, girl, sex, drugs,
yeah.
and it's, you know, things change, and you also change where you are in life too. But yeah, people are also so mean now.
People are so mean.
The reels I get sent, and I'm just like, you guys hate people.
Like just like reels about like anything, or
just
like,
or like, I mean, people being like, I don't know. There's just so many people vulnerable on the internet right now. Who again, like, their first instinct is to just like put things on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's pretty crazy that we have that resource and like this view into people's lives like that.
Yeah.
Did you experience like internet hate when you were in 8th grade and like getting perceived online, or like just in general?
Yeah, no. People, I mean, you know, I think it has strongly gone both directions, but yeah, I mean, I experienced a lot of just people commenting on my identity, like, and like, you know, I was a young woman with like hormonal issue, and like, you know, was just like a teenager and figuring myself out, and then suddenly I was like on, you know, both in the era of the internet and like going on to late night talk shows, and like, you know, also for 8th grade specifically, I basically did a year straight of press. The movie came out, or it went to Sundance in 2018, and then and that was January, and then January of 2019, I got to present at the Oscars, which was like fucking crazy. But
that's insane.
But the entirety of the year between literally January to January, I was constantly doing stuff promoting the movie and like doing a lot of social media stuff, and you know, and I just found like I was insecure being, because it felt very I felt asked to do a lot of disingenuous things, and it's really hard for me to do that. It's really hard for me to make a video where I'm like promoting a product. I can't do it. And so I feel like my insecurity around that really came out, and people were not attracted to that. And yeah, I don't know, but I'm kind of really grateful for anything that's happened to me online, because I feel like I came out so much better because of it.
Yeah.
And I had experienced a lot of weird comments about either my appearance or the work I was putting out, but and like definitely when The Summer I Turned Pretty came out was the most of that.
Bring this
it's
up.
like I mean, but it's funny because like I don't know, I've had like I've just had like psychosis from both people, and because I think the people who care at all are, that's what I mean. Anyone who cares in any direction is kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. Well,
okay, we like
a lot.
We're researching you, and we found, and I was gonna bring this up later, but like, we were researching you, and we were looking up like your Summer I Turned Pretty like press tour interviews and stuff, and we found like, oh my god, people are crazy on the internet. Like the video where it's like Elsie Fisher being annoying for 15 minutes,
or like annoying the other
guys,
cast members of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
This is like a 5-minute press interview. Like, no one is gonna be their normal selves in this video.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that like kids can't really understand that, and I think it's like a
Well, and it is a lot of
young fan
kids
base.
too.
Yeah.
It's really.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's a fan base with like a pretty wide array of people. Like, I mean, I did the show. I said yes to doing the show before season 1 had come out too,
Okay,
which was
yeah.
interesting.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
season 1 came out like right when we started shooting season 2, and it was just so funny too because I love everyone who works on that show, and like Jenny is like so nice and amazing, and I found such a strong bond with them and just had the best time making it that by the time it came out, I was just like, what are you bozos even talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I like love these people and I've had the best nights of my life with
Yeah.
them. So it's really funny that this, I don't know, you know, I was just like, it's like people being like schizo and like
Yeah.
inventing narratives.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I feel like kids like, because I remember being young on Twitter, like making drama in a fan base, and like people just wanting to do that and not like understanding that it's like, I don't know, like a real person
And
who's
that,
like
yeah.
a person outside of whatever you're seeing, which is such. I genuinely think that's such a hard thing for like children to understand on the internet because I didn't get that. Like I'd watch videos of Ariana Grande and be like, "This is her. This is what she's like," and I love her so much. I respect her so much because this is what she's like in this interview.
Especially when it's like relations with other people, because I feel like I had that watching like One Direction press tours and like interviews and seeing and like the things that fans deduced from just like a 10-minute video of them like interacting with each other. But I also feel like that show, like The Summer I Turned Pretty in particular, has such a parasocial fan base in this crazy way that like I honestly have not seen on the internet in a really long time. So it's really weird to like witness that happening, and like, yeah, I don't know, people are just like psychotic about it.
No, it's crazy. It is like, it feels like literally the biggest show to ever happen.
Yeah.
And it's just weird to be like even peripherally involved in any way, which is
Yeah.
really funny. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, I don't know, but it's also it's the whole like, you know, thesis of the show is I don't know, just like beautiful, fun summer, happy time love. And you know, I don't know, it was just like cuz my character is like coming from a different place maybe. So yeah, I think people were just really shocked too, and also it's like, I don't know, everyone else on the show is like literally a model, and I'm like, not a model.
You're literally the most beautiful
so
girl ever.
beautiful though.
Like,
Thank you,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
I'm just like,
and you're also like an actor, like not to be like annoying, but like I feel like
Yeah.
every actress is a model. To
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
thank you, I will be taking them. I will be
Yes.
taking them
Take
and
that.
running.
Run with it.
But like, you know, I feel I just know I was I think the youngest person on the cast at that time, and like just not, you know, it's whatever. It's just like a big like beautiful show, and I was still very much like someone who's really like figuring myself out, and also like yeah, I mean part of why people I think are under the assumption that I use they them pronouns is because my character on the show is non-binary, but I you know, I just feel like I have no, like, I think I was perfectly suited to play that role.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think like, you know, I don't know, it becomes a conversation, and like, I guess I'm going on the record now saying I don't use they them pronouns, but it's more like I'm at a
what
place.
are you guys gonna do about it?
Sorry.
What's ever gonna do about it?
You know, I just think like, whatever, no one would be mad if Tilda Swinton played a non-binary character,
Yeah.
or Kate Blanchett. I'm like, you know, yeah, I think you just have to approach things with grace and humanity and humility, and also Jenny Han picked me, so
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Period.
She picked me.
Also, everyone's just like, I just think with gender, it's an interesting thing because everyone's just always kind of like, it's kind of like, what is that? it's like, what
Yeah.
even is that?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I like understand people being like, if you're kind of more talking about like representation in shows and stuff, and like getting like an actual non-binary person to play a non-binary character. But I don't know. I think that gender is just like really, really complicated.
Well,
Yeah.
and like, again, also just my like personal, you know, because I've at this point I think played maybe one or two other roles that were like non-binary, but and I've played boys. I've played multiple boys too, you know. So like, anyway, it's just like,
Which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I think that's cool that they will do that. This can happen now.
Yeah.
yeah, oh my God. I mean, literal, but, and it's like, I've been approached for like certain trans mask roles, which again, I feel like, you know, maybe less so now, but like, I think I'm equipped to like bring humanity in a way that's like graceful. But, also, like, I was cast in a thing where I played a male stand-up comedian. You
we
saw this. You saw this.
Yeah, you were awesome
And you
in
were
that.
amazing in that.
And it's like, you know, we have to just be able to do all of this, really,
yeah.
as actors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just like the whole concept of you, for context, like never like saying that you identify as they, them, and then the whole internet, like just assuming that is a really wild thing, because also part of like when we were like doing research and seeing like the interviews being like Elsie Fisher being cringe or whatever, like annoying, like shit like that. And then people would comment being like, guys, like you can dislike the character but respect the actress, like use like their correct pronouns, like, and it's
like-
just like what you were saying about it being like psychosis on like both ends of the spectrum a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. It's people being under the assumption that they know me at all, because
Yeah.
I, you know, it just, anything public is just so manufactured, whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sweet, I guess. It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet that they're like they're fighting for a cause at least.
For
Yeah.
something.
For
For
something,
something.
yeah.
We are cringing for a cause.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
I do think that is like an interesting concept though, because it felt like as a kid like I needed to find something on the internet to fight for sometimes.
Yeah.
So I get it a little bit. Like obviously like it's stupid that they're making fun of you, obviously, but it's
But-
interesting. It's
No, it is-
honestly,
no,
guys,
it's-
just, like, keep making those videos. Do you?
It's totally interesting. I mean, it's also, it's like, yeah, it's the sort of like mob mentality thing, obviously, too. And, you know, yeah, people just, I mean, people want to be a part of some movement. And
Yes.
the movement used to be like racial equality, and now it's like Elsie Fisher's non-binary.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so
Literally.
But yeah, I just feel like everyone's energy is being used in the wrong ways, maybe.
bad. Yeah.
I think about that sometimes where I'm just like the collective amount of energy being spent on like this, even like this show particularly, and like the parasocial thing or the parasocial experience it's created is so much energy, but it's also like this is bringing so many people together in this way that's also
yeah.
kind of sweet to see. So it's like a weird, I don't know, it's very interesting. I think that also is just like growing up on Stan Twitter, growing up in fandoms of like these people were putting in so much energy into these celebrities, and it's like, but it's also like a really sweet thing in the same way.
It's also, I mean, the whole like, I wish standums. Can we call them standums?
Yeah.
Sure.
But I wish they were the same, because like again, like I feel like being on Tumblr, it was done with this sense of awareness, like you know, like there used to be the Elvis fan club, and like you know, and all of for all these different like celebrities back in the day, where you'd put the stamp on the thing and mail it in, and you get the fanzine or whatever, and
Yes.
and yeah, and it used to be a more noble pursuit, and now it just feels very possessive.
Yeah.
You used to know that like you were not gonna be, you know, you could write fan fiction about it all you wanted, but you kind of knew, you're like, I'm not fucking Harry Styles,
Yeah.
or whatever, and now everyone's like, I'm gonna
I'm gonna F
they're
it.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well-
should I bleep myself?
no,
No,
I
you're
just
good.
felt like using F in that
Yeah.
scenario. It felt like comedic.
I was like, tell me an hour
don't
into this.
believe it.
No,
Don't believe it all.
I was gonna comment one last thing on that topic of just like how I think it's interesting because that's also like the way our culture has moved, even like with the example of writing fan fiction, and now like you can write fan fiction and it turn into like a best-selling movie series.
Yeah.
And
my
it's
God,
so
yeah.
weird that like, and even like stans are like now the people that are like running things.
And also, like, I don't know, it feels like less separate because as a kid, I think also because the internet was newer, like, it felt like those people were way farther away.
Yes.
And maybe it's me getting older and I'm like, oh, I'm a
Yeah.
person and everyone's a person and it's fine. I'm in New York and, like, that's skewing my mindset. But it did feel like they were
It
so
felt so far away.
like,
And now
yeah.
it's like I feel like I could F Harry Styles if I wanted to.
I mean,
you're feeding this thing.
I know.
Yeah, there's also, but like that's something I really felt as like a young person too, where it's like even I, as someone who's not like famous in that way, really, you know, like there was always this demand to keep giving yourself away, and a lot of. I see a lot of people, like a lot of public figures online do this where they, you know, they have a very active Instagram and are posting these more intimate details of their life and really making people feel like they know them because they know that's the more people feel like they know you and if they like what they know, the more you're going to be famous, you know, to some extent. So, you know, yeah. So the culture just demands people to be more personal than before in this very like distant way. And then, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It is like, yeah. I did want to like shift a little to ask about like still internet related, but like internet movies because I was going to make a joke and be like, low-key 8th grade was like the beginning of the internet cinema, like Eugene Kodorenko who like
Hey Eugene.
but
The Code
like,
Who.
I was thinking about
I
that
love
and
The
I was
Code.
like
I
it
love
kind
The
of
Code.
the code was so good. But I was like curious about your perspective of like seeing that grow because like 8th grade was very early on to like people trying to tackle internet communities, I think.
It like captured the internet as it was changing in this very specific way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. I mean, something I still like, you know, hold true to my own like filmmaking and taste in film is like I hate seeing a screen superimposed over this like, and people don't really do that anymore, but like that was a big thing is you used to see an animation where a text would pop up.
Yes.
Watch someone go like
Like the dots
What
pop
was the
up
movie
as
where
they're
it was,
typing.
like the whole movie?
Unfriended.
Yeah,
Unfriended, yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. But now it's like, yeah, I tried to watch that like War of the Worlds that came out this
Oh my
year.
god,
and
the
I was
Ice
just like-
Cube. It's
and I
terrible.
love like bad movies.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we can. I'm gonna whatever. I have a letterboxd.
Everyone will know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But it's like 8th grade is an internet movie, but it's also not to me. It's just like we want to call it an internet movie, but it's really just a movie about that time because it's like we all relate to it. So it's actually not about the internet. It's about us, and it's kind of interesting to have it be maybe lumped into internet movies, and it's like, okay, well, maybe we should reflect on our world and how, you know, device oriented we are right now, and but I'm enjoying seeing new things that are coming out and how they're related, you know. I mean, like I saw Rachel Ormont when that came
Oh my god. Recently?
No, I saw it. I saw it before it came out. And I knew it's changed since I've seen it. So I'd like to see it again. Guys, I'm a filmmaker, so sometimes I see movies before.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we saw it at the Roxy like last December.
We saw it like
or
my
something.
birthday
I don't
last
know if
year.
that is the era you're talking about or not.
No.
but-
But it was I saw like an earlier cut of it, I think, or something.
Like when it was still being like
yeah, you're really
figured
cool.
out. Yeah.
Well,
Not to
whatever.
flex or
I mean,
anything.
but it's you know, that is a movie I'd like to revisit for sure, and like, or like going back to Eugene, like I really enjoyed Spree when it came out, and it would be good to watch it again just because you know, it's the stuff that's like the hardest to watch that is the most important and does say something. I don't know. I also like I'm like kind of I'm totally freaked out by the whole AI thing, man.
Yeah.
I think this shit's crazy, man.
Oh my god, what if they unlock you on Sora along with MLK?
You know, they can put me on Sora and put me in like the friggin' Breakfast Club too, man. You know?
Oh my god.
You want to be in that, man?
Did you see I saw people talking about how like on Sora they like only unlocked like things that were like politically like significant, like
Wait, what do
as
you
in like
mean?
figures who people could use,
Oh.
which is so interesting. Like,
Oh my god,
only,
I know nothing about
like not
any of it.
unlocking
Yeah.
like random celebrities, not like unlocking like
Wait,
musicians.
so
or
MLK
anything,
is
but-
unlocked? Like you
Oh
can.
yeah, they put him on there, and they put out like JFK too.
Do they have to be dead?
Yeah, that's
maybe.
Probably.
well.
I
Can
don't
you
know.
do Donald Trump?
It's
don't
like
know.
what
No.
what
Zara's
are
saying no.
what are the politics of this? What you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't know. All these like Silicon Valley guys are just like deciding, you know, these. I don't know. You know, I just think about how like a year or two ago we were all making really abstract images on that DALL-E thing, and then now there's these videos that can really. Sometimes you're watching something and you're like, I can't believe this, and
Yeah.
and it's like the internet we knew is dead. It really is dead because
Yeah.
we are
Call
in
back.
Title
Sorry,
title reference.
Title reference.
but it is
Yes.
it happened because we
Yeah.
were in the era of information and now we're in the era of disinformation.
Mm.
And I do hope there's just like a return to reality where people are like, oh, I don't know if a video is real or fake, so I'm gonna go see things with my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or watch film prints.
I saw a tweet that was like, if you're ever having a bad day, just remember the AI is getting exponentially better by every single second. And I was like, that's so nice.
that's so
I was like,
sweet.
oh, that's so
That
sweet,
did make my day
guys.
better.
Consume
I
all of
know.
our energy.
Yeah.
We're gonna burn up the oceans because we gotta make funny John Lennon makeup videos.
Yeah, we have to make Sora videos of MLK.
Sora
At Funny
video,
Bar.
Sora video of you meeting you in 8th grade and you meeting non-binary you from the Summer Trip Pretty,
Yeah.
and also a fourth secret one.
And you guys all at like a round
Whoa.
table having a conversation.
Evil Paddington, obviously.
Oh,
Oh my
true.
god, yes.
Oh my god, I don't want to be AI, guys. I seriously do not. It feels like such an invasion.
Yeah.
They better keep that thing locked like your wiki page.
Keep
Literally.
that shit under lock and key.
Approaching 80 minutes, so that's an hour 20.
Okay.
Thank you.
perfect,
Hour
perfect.
20. Perfect.
That was the most beautiful voice I've ever heard.
Sometimes that comes out of me when we're sitting
That's
in this
amazing.
podcast
Yeah.
room.
Oh my gosh.
And sometimes not when we're in the
And,
podcast
yeah,
room.
it's
A lot
my
of the
friend
times
Marielle
not.
really like infected me with it.
She's
Shout out
so
Marielle.
good at voices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
Do you have any of those?
voices?
Yeah.
I do. I feel nervous to demonstrate.
you
don't
don't know
have
what they're
to.
gonna do with this on YouTube.
Hello, lady. No, it's just Jerry Lewis. It's Jerry
I was gonna
Lewis.
say.
I used to know how to do Bart. Hey man.
Oh
Can
my
you do an
God.
example to Cameron? Like say something to Cameron.
Um,
We normally have more interactions with Cameron in this episode,
Yeah,
but we were
kind
honestly
of
just, like,
lacking
too
a
excited
little
about
bit.
everything we
Yeah.
had to say
We got
today.
too caught up.
Hi, Cameron. This is Lisa Simpson. I'm Lisa. I like
That's pretty good.
books and Bart. Bart. Stop it, Bart.
That's pretty good. You'll have to listen
Did you like
to
that, Cameron?
I loved it.
Do you have any voices to give back?
Do I have any voices? Hell
yeah,
no.
do you?
Elena
You can
said
do
something
voices?
funny in like as
Yeah,
in
you
a
can do
voice where she was just like, yeah, we're gonna make a movie and it's gonna be about like
Oh yeah.
if like Bushwick was like high school and we're all like 25 and 30
Like
and
secret
then, and
Bushwick
we're gonna be
High.
like the popular girls and then we're gonna get a school shooter and we're gonna like and the popular girls are gonna be like, hey Baldy, and then he's gonna shoot us at the end.
Yeah, but then he's gonna accidentally shoot himself and then end up
Wait,
in a
what's
wheelchair.
And my friend Elena came up with this concept. It was a concept.
I
my
like
friend
it.
came
I
up
would
with,
A
watch
TV
it.
show,
Yeah.
Secret Bushwick
Maybe you could
High.
be in it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Cool.
I am an actor.
that is
After all.
true.
After
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Okay, so maybe as a final question,
What?
what do you think is gonna happen with the internet? What are genuinely? I think that with like everything you're talking about, like what you mentioned of like there being another coming around of like maybe we get off when we come back and we're better than ever and it happens again.
Yeah.
Like what we experience as kids. Do you think that will be possible again in our lives?
I mean, I hope. I mean, living in New York City gives me a lot of hope, but we also have a really nice place to go outside and be in.
That's true.
And not everyone agrees with that. There's a lot of people who do not like New York City. But I've also spent a lot of time in the rest of America, which a lot of it is like, I understand why the internet has dominated so much of people's lives because we don't have the foundations for a successful society on our hands. Sorry, this is really pessimistic.
okay.
No,
that's
but
kind
it's
of what I was like
interesting.
talking about earlier of like, coming here, like I felt drawn here because it felt similar to the internet.
Yes.
And that
Like,
that version.
the
of
community
internet.
aspect here is so special, and I feel
Yeah.
like if we could have that in the rest of America and the rest of the world, then everything would be perfect.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, that was really like but that was like my experience, your experience, like
Yeah.
just like having this very internet oriented existence because that's what was there for me, and that's the only place I really could or was under the impression I could feel like understood in a really vulnerable way. And then I came here and I feel like I like know people and go out and do things and also just like the arts, like more people just need to be like surrounded by art and submitting to art. Like no, but like like I just decided one day basically that I was gonna like just try to like, and it wasn't even a challenge. It was just like I'm gonna like see a movie every day, and like this year I've seen like literally like 600 movies, and last year I saw like almost 800, and it totally changed my life and like gave me better body image and like gave me more of an understanding of what I want to do in my career and what I think is like impactful for people to see. And so I mean, I think just I don't know what's gonna happen with the internet. I mean, probably fascism. That kind of seems like where it's all going. But I hope people just figure out that you can like go to the library and go to the movies and talk to people and just like keep drawing.
Yeah.
That's what I think maybe. But also reels are so funny. Oh yeah, they're so funny.
They're
Please
so
send them
good.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite
Favorite
reel?
reel. Favorite reel.
Favorite reel, please.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. My favorite one right now is where it's like, I'm gonna do. I don't remember what they say, so it's like the lady holding the camera is like, "All right, so we got all this food to eat," and he's like, "Yeah, so we got this, and then we're gonna chow on that later," and she's like, or he's like, "I love you. You're my favorite."
I like
Do you know
that.
what I'm talking about?
Who has the best girlfriend ever?
I do.
Who just bought you all this stuff?
She did.
And all the stuff?
My girl bought all of it, and I'm about to eat this, and then we're gonna chow on that.
And then she's like, "Yeah, you better love me because I paid for all this."
But we're not eating it all. Just know that. Because we gotta save some.
Yeah.
Budget cuts,
Happy.
Save. So we're gonna scoff this stuff down.
Relax.
Because Boo deserved it. Even though we get in our arguments sometimes, I still love you, okay?
I love you too.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
Yeah, you better. So I just spent some money on you. Yeah.
We're not gonna eat it all. We're gonna save some for later. And he's like, "Okay."
That's the whole thing.
Did you find it?
No, how am I gonna find that?
I typed that in Word.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
type
can
that
pull
in.
I
this
did.
up.
I did type in POV lady
can
sitting
pull
at
this
dining
up.
room table Chinese food. That's the what? Okay.
I'll send it to you.
I
This is
love
like a
it.
niche
Thanks,
meme
dude.
or a niche reel though.
Happy Easter. Well, I should not say who because, but it's a dead ringer for.
Say it. We can edit it out.
Tell me.
No, well, okay, so like Daniel Zolgadri, who's in 8th grade, it literally reminds me exactly of him. It's so funny.
Wait,
Wait, who does he play?
I mean, he plays the scene in the kid in the car scene.
Oh.
But it's so funny. I think he should do that for Halloween. It'd be the funniest Halloween. Like,
Oh
or
my
like
God.
remake the video.
Do you guys still talk?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's so
Aw,
sweet.
that's
I love
sweet.
him so much. He was in my friend Owen's movie Funny Pages. So
Okay.
Okay.
so amazing in that. One of the most talented actors,
Aw.
seriously. There were a lot of people who were in 8th grade that like now, years later, it's really crazy to see where their careers have gone. Also, it's like Daniel's off doing amazing stuff. Fred Heschinger is out there doing amazing stuff. Emily Robinson, Josh Hamlin, like all it, I don't know. It's cool. Big Bang.
That's sweet.
Wait, okay. Also, one more question. Like, are you working on anything
Yeah,
right now?
I was gonna ask.
And
That is my
like,
final
like,
question.
Anything coming up that people should look for?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just did this like really exciting movie I shot in LA called Busted, where I play like the janitor of a strip club, and I had a really good time doing it. I really hope it's good. So keep an eye peeled on that.
Boy or girl? Or they?
Or they them.
I play a girl in that one. I wear dresses and little.
Ooh, very girl of you.
Are you Wendy,
Thank you.
the titular character?
Yeah, I'm Wendy.
That's sick.
Wendy, where did it go wrong? It's a Beach Boys song.
Cool. Well, wait. Also, sorry. This is I don't know if you want this in, but didn't your ex was on a Beach Boys is this what I'm
Like a Reddit.
because
Beach Boys
your
Reddit?
one friend, I forget who it was, who we met when you did the Woody Allen screening at your house.
Yeah.
The
Wait, which friend? I
The one who was on the
the one
couch
who was
next to
sitting,
us?
on the couch
my
next
gosh.
I don't
to
remember
us.
his
Was
name.
it?
He said that he met you through your ex.
Who he met on a Beach,
Beach Boys Reddit.
Facebook.
Or Facebook.
Sergey.
Yeah,
Sergey.
met your ex
Yeah.
on a Beach Boy Facebook page, and I was like, I wonder if Elsie was on there too.
I was
Or if
never.
you met your ex through the
No,
Discord
my-
or
Through the
Facebook.
Beach Boys Facebook.
I mean,
whatever
like the
community it
Beach Boys have been in my life for a long time because they're my dad's favorite band, but he like only likes the surfing stuff, which is really funny. So like,
Yeah.
I did not discover Pet Sounds
Yeah, and
until
then
I
you
was
listen
like
to Pet
20 years
Sounds.
old.
And your
20
dad's like, what are you
Interesting.
talking about?
Yeah, he's
What is
literally
that?
he's like, these sound so weird.
That's awesome.
He's like, I do not fuck with this.
But no, I mean, I literally watched the Beach Boys doc that came out on Disney Plus when it came out like 2 years ago, and and my ex showed it to me. He had been a longtime fan. We did not meet on the Reddit though, but the Beach Boys.
My
are
ex
so
is
important to
also
me.
like a huge beach. Like we went to like Massachusetts on a trip together and went to like a record store, and he was like talking to like because he like picked out like all Beach Boys records, like because it was like this like as you do, and then he was talking to like the owner of the record shop, and he had this like Beach Boys record that wasn't like in stock yet, and he like saved it for him
Where
and
is
gave
it?
it to him.
Hey, where is it?
Oh, it's in my ex's house in Philadelphia.
That's so cute though.
Yeah, no, he would. But now like every playlist he like made of me is like all Beach Boys songs, pretty much.
They have a lot
They have
of
a lot of
diversity in their music, and also Brian Wilson was the great American genius. So.
Yes.
But yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cool. So thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
coming on the
coming on.
podcast.
thank you for having me.
This
Oh my
was
gosh,
so
so
fun.
I feel like I've genuinely been wanting to talk to you about like all of this, but I'm like, I literally can't
You
say
had to
anything.
we
save
have
it.
to
You
save
had to
it.
wait.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we finally talked about it.
Yeah.
It's
Me too.
really interesting to like hear genuinely, because I feel like being a kid, seeing it all from like afar, and also just like now with like everything that was like going on online with like Summer I Turned Pretty and stuff, it's really fascinating
Yes.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, I do think like undeniably, I've had a very interesting relationship with like the internet, you know,
Yeah.
just from all angles. So this was a big pleasure to come on and talk.
Thank you so
Mwah,
much.
mwah.
We have one last thing.
Oh, tell me.
We have all of our guests say a thing because we're trying to get a guy on, Josh
Ovalle.
Ovalle. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah,
Josh
you know him?
Ovalle. He's like the Viner guy. He was like, I'm Jared, I'm 19, never learned how to read. That guy.
Wait, Josh Ovalle.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follows me on Instagram.
Can you DM him for us?
Can you
please?
DM him?
Oh my god!
Elsie.
No one would ever agree.
No one. Eugene like won't.
Eugene fucking refused to do that
refuses.
crap.
Yeah. Eugene was like texting him during
During our interview,
and
but he was like,
he's
I'm not.
in.
yeah.
He's in
He
Spring.
was like, I'm not texting him to
I'm
get
just
on
saying
this
hi to
show.
him,
I'm
but
just saying
I'm not
hi.
helping you guys.
I always thought it was Josh Ovalle. So.
No, Ovalle.
Ovalle.
Yeah.
Ovalle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have all of our guests ask for him.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit because he's like kind of offline, and we like really want to get him on the podcast.
Apparently he's off the deep end though.
That's what we heard at a
That's what
party.
we heard.
Whoa.
Yeah.
On the
Whatever
deep
that
web.
means. Yeah.
Okay, well, Josh, I don't know you well, but you should do this podcast, and I guess I'll be DMing you later, probably
Thank
for the
you.
first time.
Could you say I, Elsie Fisher, hereby request Josh Ovalle for collaboration with the Internet is Dead podcast. Please, Josh, be a guest on the podcast. We miss you.
I, Elsie Fisher, hereby request officially Josh Ovalle on Internet is Dead podcast. Please, we miss you. We love you so much.
Thank you. Perfect. Look out for a DM.
So much. Yeah, look out for our DM. Please reply. Please
Yeah.
reply. You know this is the first time that someone's really asking you, and you know we're gonna
And then
hear
we
about
can
it,
be
so
we can be done with this.
Yeah, if you say no, it'll be
Just
fine.
get it over
We
with.
can
Like,
be
get
done
this
with
done
it.
with.
Josh,
because
I
we're
can be done with
fucking
it.
sick of
Literally,
harassing me.
yeah,
100th
we kept
episode is coming up. 100th
That's
episode
kind
is
of our
coming up.
shtick. That's kind of what we do.
It works, by the
Yeah,
way.
it
Persistence is key.
I know, if
Annoying
you
people-
annoy someone hard enough.
Annoying people gets you everything. in this life.
Everything.
I've learned.